unhappy. I'm happy with being me, but like I tell people, I'm a career woman. I always have been, and my career sometimes takes precedence over my personal life.
Few people are better equipped to reflect on TV history than Jackée Harry, a true legend in the industry. Best known for her unforgettable role as Sandra Clark on the hit 80s sitcom 227, Jackée's talent has lit up our screens for decades. She also made history as the first black actress to win an Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series in 1987. But while her career was soaring, her personal life, especially her romantic relationships, was far more complicated than fans might have imagined. Let's take a closer look at the ups and downs of Jackée Harry's life off-screen and discover where she is today. Prepare to be surprised. What Jackée Harry did before starting her acting career. Jackée Harry became a household name in the late 1980s with her breakout role as Sandra Clark, the bold, stylish, and nosy neighbor to Marla Gibbs's Mary on the hit NBC sitcom 227. Before that, however, Jackée had already made a mark on NBC, but in daytime television, playing the role of Lily Mason, a former sex worker, on the now-defunct soap opera Another World. Growing up in Harlem, New York City, Jackée showed an early passion for performing. She attended the prestigious LaGuardia High School of the Performing Arts, which nurtured her love for the stage. However, acting wasn't her first career choice. Before finding her way back to NBC, where she now stars as Paulina Price on Days of Our Lives, Jackée had a completely different calling, one that still involved commanding attention in front of an audience. Long before Jackée dazzled audiences on stage and screen, she was shaping young minds as a teacher at Brooklyn Technical High School. Teaching American history to 9th and 10th grade boys was her first love, and she credits that experience with preparing her for future roles, including playing a principal in the 2021 Lifetime movie The Wrong Cheer Captain. I taught American history, Jackée shared with Essence magazine. 9th and 10th grade, all boys. I still love teaching. That was my first love. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. I feel like it's one of those things that takes kids through life. At one point, Jackée thought she could balance both careers, acting on the side while teaching full-time. But life had other plans. Her natural talent and charisma eventually propelled her into the entertainment spotlight. After 227 Wrapped, she went on to star in other beloved shows like Sister, cementing her status as a television icon. Today, Jackée brings her signature flair to the role of Paulina Price, a self-made millionaire, on the long-running daytime drama Days of Our Lives. It's a far cry from her days as a teacher, but she still loves commanding the screen, especially since her on-screen mother is played by none other than Marla Gibbs, reuniting the two legends from 227. This time, though, Gibbs isn't her nosy neighbor. She's her formidable mother, Olivia Price. Jackée Harry's messy marriages and divorces. When Jackée Harry first appeared on TV screens, her charisma and charm captured the attention of viewers everywhere. Marriage proposals started pouring in from complete strangers. Still, despite the adoration, she struggled to find her perfect match. In an interview with Jet magazine, she shared, "I didn't really mind being alone, but you don't want to be alone too long. You need to have someone to share with." Over the years, Jackée experienced love in its many forms. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. She's fallen deeply in love several times, but has endured heartbreak and 3 divorces along the way. Jackée's love story began early, alongside her passion for performing. At just 14, she landed her first role as the King in her school's production of The King and I. After high school, she pursued a degree in education at Long Island University, Brooklyn University. But her heart always led her back to the stage. In 1978, while starring as Melinda Bernard in the play A Broadway Musical, Jackée crossed paths with someone who would change her life. She noticed a bass player in the orchestra, Jerry Jamat. It was an instant connection. It was love at first sight, she later recalled to The History Makers. She was drawn to Jerry's locks and his calm, confident presence. Though Jerry was 10 years older than 23-year-old Jackée, their age difference didn't matter. Jackée pursued him with determination, and he welcomed her affection. Jerry quickly became a grounding force in her life, recognizing her talent and supporting her dreams. He would often tell her she was destined for stardom, but for Jackée, her focus wasn't on fame at that time. It was on Jerry. "I was just in love," she said. "It was a whirlwind romance." Jackée and Jerry didn't waste any time after falling in love. They got engaged quickly and tied the knot in 1980. Around the same time, Jackée landed a role in the Broadway musical Eubie, which required her to go on tour. Though excited about the opportunity, Jackée worried about how the time apart would affect her new marriage. But Jerry, a seasoned musician accustomed to long separations, reassured her. "No, go do it. It's good for your career," he told her. With his blessing, Jackée hit the road, spending 8 months away from home. Jerry visited her often during that time, but the distance still weighed on her. Eventually, she decided to quit the production so she could join Jerry on his own tour for 6 months. When the tour ended, they returned to New York, settling into an apartment together. While Jackée's career began to soar with more theater roles and opportunities, cracks in their marriage started to appear. Looking back, Jackée admitted she wasn't ready for the commitment marriage required. "I was way too immature," she later reflected. Meanwhile, Jerry seemed ready to move on and explore other options. After 4 years together, he filed for divorce, and the split was anything but amicable. Adding to her heartbreak, Jackée discovered there was another woman in Jerry's life. The realization cut deeply, leaving her devastated. The divorce wasn't just emotionally painful, it also came with financial consequences. Jackée ended up paying Jerry a settlement to gain full ownership of their apartment. Jerry warned her she wouldn't be able to keep up with the payments on her own, but Jackée refused to let go. Determined to hold on to the apartment, she juggled the financial strain while grappling with the emotional pain of losing the man she once believed was the love of her life. After landing the role of Sandra Clark on 227, Jackée moved to Los Angeles to start filming. While her career was taking off, her personal struggles weighed heavily on her. She shared with the history makers that she tried to keep most of her pain private, but whenever she did confide in others, their response was always the same. "Well, you look great." Looking flawless on the outside while feeling broken on the inside became overwhelming. Despite everything, Jackée had to show up to work every day, plaster on a smile, and play the vivacious, confident Sandra Clark, even as her inner demons continued to take their toll. Television audiences immediately fell in love with her portrayal of Sandra, and Jackée's newfound fame brought her plenty of attention, including from potential suitors. But not all her dating experiences were smooth. In a candid tweet, Jackée revealed she once unknowingly dated a man who was already in a relationship with legendary performer Eartha Kitt. When Eartha discovered what was going on, she confronted Jackée and, as Jackée put it, "Eartha slapped the out of me." After Jackée started dating actor Blair Underwood, she got an unexpected phone call from her ex-husband Jerry. He had been keeping up with her career and called to ask if he could borrow some money. Jackée recalled telling him, "Oh, let me get back to you," before hanging up. Naturally, she never sent him a dime. It wasn't her fault that he had blown through his entire divorce settlement, and Jackée saw the moment as a personal victory. She had finally proven him wrong. She was thriving, independent, and making her own money, doing all the things Jerry once doubted she could do without him. In 1994, Jackée landed her next major role as Lisa Landry on the hit show Sister Sister, starring alongside Tia and Tamara Mowry. The show was a primetime success, and while her professional life soared, her personal life was about to take an unexpected turn. Around 1995, she visited a hair salon and noticed one of the stylists, Elgin Charles Williams. She thought he was handsome, but as she later told Jet magazine, I thought he had a girlfriend with all those women in there." As fate would have it, Jackée ran into Elgin again at a Halloween party later that year. This time, she gave him her number and waited for him to call. And waited some more. She later joked to CNN, "I was dressed as Marilyn Monroe, so everything was out. I guess I scared him." What Jackée didn't realize at the time was that Elgin had a lot going on in his life, which delayed his response. Elgin Charles grew up in a conservative family in San Antonio, Texas, where he quickly realized he was different, and so did his father. From a young age, Elgin showed a passion for hairstyling, but it left him conflicted about his identity. His dad strictly enforced traditional gender roles, creating an environment where Elgin struggled to fit in. His sister encouraged him to try out for cheerleading, while his brother pushed him toward football. Elgin later described the experience as a spiritual and mental tug-of-war that was overwhelming. At 21, he decided he needed a fresh start. He packed his car and drove to Los Angeles, a move that transformed his life. Initially, he landed a job at a bank where he met a man named Keith. Elgin recalled to the Advocate, "I liked what I saw." On their first date, he realized, "I had waited my entire life to experience what I knew he would eventually give me permission to do." Though their relationship lasted only 6 months, it was a turning point. For the first time, Elgin felt liberated, becoming more comfortable with his sexuality. During the 1980s, he explored relationships with both men and women, though he largely kept his personal life private. Eventually, he left his corporate job and followed his passion, opening the Elgin Charles Salon in 1991. Around this time, tragedy struck his community. Many of his friends and colleagues in the hairstyling world began passing away from AIDS. The losses devastated him, leaving him grappling with shame over his lifestyle and his Christian faith. Seeking solace, Elgin turned to God and fully immersed himself in studying the Bible. By the time he met Jackée in 1995, Elgin was studying ministry at the Crenshaw Christian Center in Los Angeles. 3 weeks after their encounter at a Halloween party, he finally called her. The two started dating, and Jackée was immediately drawn to his calm and grounded nature, which balanced out the chaos of her life as an actress. It wasn't long before they fell deeply in love. Early in her relationship with Elgin, Jackée appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show, where she openly shared her desire to become a mother. While things with Elgin were progressing, she didn't mention him during the interview and even said she was exploring the idea of using a donor to conceive a child. Did Jackée know everything about Elgin's past when they first met? That remains unclear, but their relationship quickly grew serious, and the two tied the knot in 1996. She told Jet magazine that being married to Elgin felt wonderful and gave her a sense of stability. "This time it's right. No divorce," she declared, emphasizing the vows they exchanged. "Till death do us part." The following year, Jackée and Elgin adopted an 8-month-old baby boy named Frank. While Jackée was overjoyed to become a mother, she admitted that her career took precedence. She told Closer Weekly that Elgin took on most of the parenting duties, explaining, "You feel the tear and the rip, but if I had a decision to make, I'd choose the job." Unfortunately, the strain of juggling career and family wasn't limited to her bond with her son. Jackée and Elgin divorced in 2003. Despite their separation, they reportedly continued living under the same roof for a time to co-parent Frank, ensuring his well-being remained their shared priority. In 2011, Elgin starred in his own reality show, Beverly Hills Fabulous. He revealed to The Advocate that he initially planned to come out as bisexual during one of the episodes, but ultimately decided against it. "I wasn't strong enough at that time," he admitted. "I didn't want to deal with the dialogue." The show ended after just one season, and Elgin retreated further into his private life. In 2015, Elgin and Jackée appeared together on Celebrity Wife Swap. Once again, he chose not to discuss his sexuality publicly. It wasn't until 2018, when he released his memoir By the Way, that he finally shared his truth. Coming clean felt liberating. "It's nothing to be ashamed of," he said. "The bisexual man is out there, and he's willing to hold his head up high and discuss it." His openness was met with support, including from his son and Jackée. "Jackée and I are cool," Elgin shared. "We're good friends. We love each other very much." Meanwhile, Jackée had moved on and quietly married for a third time to an unnamed man. However, the marriage didn't last. In a February 2021 tweet, she finally opened up about the experience, writing, "I've been divorced 3 times. It's an incredibly sad process, especially when there are children involved. Even if you can't stand the person any longer, it's emotionally draining." But is Jackée done with love? Not at all. She told People magazine that she was having fun meeting men on Tinder, and by 2020, she had a new partner in her life. She revealed to Entertainment Tonight that she was dating a longtime friend. While she's open to marriage again, she's set on keeping her personal space. "They can live next door or down in their man cave, which is separate from the house," she joked. "I like my alone time." Jackée Harry is a proud mother and grandma. Jackée Harry's career as a talented actress has spanned decades, but her life off-screen is just as captivating as the characters she's brought to life. Harry is a proud mother and grandmother. Despite being focused on her career, she takes her personal life seriously, especially when it comes to family. Though Harry has been married and divorced 3 times, she remains hopeful about love and would be open to marriage again. Last year, during an appearance on Access Daily with Mario Lopez and Kit Hoover, she was asked if she'd consider tying the knot once more. Jackée didn't hesitate to say yes, but she joked that before walking down the aisle again, she'd get a disarm, a playful comment about taking things slow. During the same conversation, Harry shared that she was currently in a relationship with a longtime friend and revealed the qualities she seeks in a partner. For her, trust, loyalty, and someone who can provide financial, emotional, and spiritual support are essential. She also emphasized her need for personal space, saying she wouldn't want to live in the same apartment as her partner because she enjoys her alone time. Jackée has always been open about her desire to become a mother, but despite being married 3 times, she hadn't conceived naturally. In a heartfelt appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show, Harry admitted that something was missing in her life, and having a child was at the top of her wish list, even if it meant going the sperm donor route. Several years later, Harry's dream of motherhood came true when she and her ex-husband, Elgin Charles Williams, adopted a beautiful baby boy named Frank. At just 8 months old, Frank became Harry's son, and she recalls the moment they met as love at first sight. Harry and Frank share a tight-knit bond, and in interviews, Frank has expressed his deep affection for his mother with warm, heartfelt hugs. Though Jackée only has 1 child, she's a proud grandmother to 2 adorable grandchildren who hold a special place in her heart. Harry sees herself as a hands-on grandma, enjoying time with her grandkids and embracing whatever they call her. She loves sharing moments with them on social media, including a sweet Christmas post featuring her son Frank, his fiancée, and their children. The family wore matching outfits, white long-sleeve shirts and Santa-printed pants, as they posed in front of festive decorations. Jackée captioned the picture, "The Christmas decorations can come down, but this picture of my grandbabies, my son, and his fiancée will stay up all year." So proud. Her ex-husband, Elgin, also enjoys sharing snapshots of his grandchildren. In a post from May, he shared a cute picture of his grandkids, Keaton and Liv, both dressed in gray Kid Life shirts. He captioned it, "My grandson, Keaton, and granddaughter, Liv, had a blast today. Well, sans the bug that landed on Liv." Keaton recently celebrated his 7th birthday. and Elgin marked the occasion with a loving Instagram post. He shared a picture of the birthday boy, dressed in the same outfit, and expressed how much he loved him, saying, "Happy birthday, Kaiden. I love you beyond measure and comprehension." Jackée Harry explains why she wouldn't do a 227 reboot. "I ain't going back that far." Jackée Harry isn't interested in revisiting her iconic role from the NBC sitcom 227 anytime soon. "I ain't going back that far," Harry, 67, told Us Weekly at the 51st Annual Daytime Emmy Awards on June 7th. "I just don't do that anymore. That character is done." Harry played Sandra Clark on 227, which aired from 1985 to 1990. The show, set in a predominantly black apartment building in 1950s Washington, D.C., earned Harry a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series in 1987. It also starred Marla Gibbs, Hal Williams, Elena Reed Hall, Regina King, Kia Goodwin, and Helen Martin. While Harry isn't interested in a 227 reboot, she fondly remembers her time on the show, especially her relationships with the cast. "Besides winning that Emmy for 227, one of my favorite things was meeting Regina King. She's one of my greatest friends," Harry shared with Us. "It's special to have a real friendship with someone you work with. I'll always cherish that experience from the 80s, living well, having many husbands, and keeping a great, positive tone." Harry also stays in touch with Gibbs, now 92, who still loves to hit the clubs. "She calls me at 3 a.m. and says, 'Hey, what you doing?' Then she'll be like, 'I'm going to so-and-so club. You gonna be there?'" Harry laughed. "She goes out around 11 p.m. Seriously." Since 227 wrapped in 1990, Harry has moved on to several other projects, including her current role on Days of Our Lives, which she's been a part of since 2021. The long-running soap opera, airing on NBC since 1965, was nominated for 11 awards at the 51st Annual Emmys, including Best Daytime Drama Series, and acting nominations for Tamara Braun, Eric Martsolf, and Dick Van Dyke. Though Days of Our Lives didn't win in every category, Van Dyke, 98, took home the Emmy for his role as Timothy Robichaux, becoming the oldest daytime Emmy winner in history. Despite Jackée Harry's career accomplishments, her life behind the scenes has been filled with ups and downs, just like any real person. From her past relationships to her unfiltered approach to life, Harry shows us that even celebrities face struggles, but they still manage to thrive. What are your thoughts on Jackée's journey? Do you think she's handling everything with grace? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this look into her life, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content about your favorite stars.